Been some huge movers. Munoz up 13, Hildebrand up 12, Pagano up 10 for the start. Pagano restarts in second, right behind his teammate Will Power. Back to green at Texas Motor Speedway with the two Canassi's behind and a spin from behind, and that is Ed Carpenter.
Ed Carpenter, what a save. Danny Sullivan style from 1985.
I think he had contact with Bodier. I think Bodier came down. His tires are flat.
Yeah, I got damage.
I think Bodier made a little chop on him, and I think they might have had contact. Let's check this out with his in-car. See Bodier right here in front of him. I think Bodier chopped over on him right there and touched his front wing.
I don't know if that was the case or if Ed dropped his left front off the apron.
Now his best speed has been 228.308 miles an hour. He warmed up at almost 225. Jack Arute has Buddy Rice.
All right, buddy.
Whoa, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Coming off two. He hasn't hit anything yet.
That is the best piece of backwards driving I think I've ever seen in my life. That's all just over 200 miles an hour slowing that thing down. He's probably still doing the speed limit now, about 60.
Didn't touch a thing, but boy, what a slide that was.
The most impressive thing is that he knew he was going backwards. He kept it straight, and he's actually steering it, as you watch here. Back ends come around. He's probably looking in the mirrors right now, and here he is steering the car. You see his front wheels turning. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. That's outstanding.
Pretty cool to see Saavedra being aggressive on Canan then.
And he's motivated. He's been buoyed.
Whoa,
Serbia loses it. And then catches it.
Out of turn 9 there. The car always gets a bit loose, but he's lucky not to spin that thing all the way around.
Down into Thunder Valley. That is a high-speed section of this track, and Oriol Servia's catching the car and catching his breath. This is what happened to Oriol.
Just a little bit of wheel spin there. The car gets really light, negative G. Wheel spin leads to getting loose, and man, I'll bet he's surprised he hung on to that. That's about as close as it gets.
Man, you could just hear the engine spinning. That's a good save.
Good save, and all the while he was catching it, he's looking in the left-hand mirror, seeing where the other cars, where his peers were coming.
That's not what he wants to see. That's Elio Castroneves going past him, so he is now down a lap, and Tony Kanaan is now starting to fill his mirrors, Marty.
And what all this traffic has done is it's tightened up the top six, and there is Danica. She's in trouble. Hang on to it. Man! The yellow comes out. She's actually on the pit lane, exit lane.
Okay, now let's think about this, okay? That's her teammate, Tony Kanaan, going around the outside. We just showed you what happened before. It was amazing, just the touch of the wheels. Underneath Franchitti. May have caught that out of my arm. No, it's the 10 car.
See, she gets around Dario because Weldon becomes the pick, and then here's what happened going down into the turn.
You're right, it's Weldon. He just goes diving down towards the inside, down towards the apex, and what a great save by Danica at 155 or 60 miles an hour.
On board with Dixon.
Now he sees, look how sideways that car goes.
Great save.
And don't forget the clock as well. 38 minutes to go. So now Juan Pablo Montoya, easy over that water where we've seen the problems before, and he'll get good grip with those Firestone tires as he launches off.
Graham Rahal.
Graham Rahal with a problem.
Almost lost it, and the issues down the front straightaway. There's puddles, so if you're side by side, it is high drama. Montoya leading to turn 1.
So we talk about all the damp areas. Listen, wheel spin.
You're ready, green.
Wow, great car control.
But it allows Ryan Hunter-Reay to get the run, but then watch down in turn 1. Graham tries to take it back.
Oh. Thread the needle on that one, but there wasn't any room there.
Danny Sullivan going down low. Did he make the move? Sullivan down low. Side by side, Sullivan has the lead. Danny Sullivan, and just at that moment, losing control of the car, doing a magnificent job of not hitting the wall and continuing in the race. It's unbelievable.
The incredible move maybe ever in Indianapolis, and Mario didn't hit him, Jim. That's even more incredible. Andretti subtly moving to the side like a fighter. Watch what happens. I'll bet you that if Sullivan gets in front of Mario, no, I'm dead wrong. It's running over that the white line. The very thing that he was doing that made him so fast, I think, tripped him in this one move. Yeah, Mario's too far back, I think, to have had a rear guard aerodynamic effect. But all right, now, Andretti faced with the moment of his driving life. He can't see where he's going. Fades slightly to the left by a miracle. Sullivan stays wide enough to the right, hits nothing, and we may have seen the most dramatic moment of racing, certainly that we're going to see this year.
Had a great pit stop before. Dixon in and out. Here comes Bourdais. Oh, almost contact Bourdais. And Montoya slides sideways, gathers it back up, and keeps his car off of Bourdais. Great save by Juan Pablo Montoya.
That just shuffled the deck. Connor Daly did not stop, nor did Hunter Ray and Power. Juan Pablo Montoya had a slow stop.
A lot more front wing being put in.
And he's anxious to go. He says,
get out of the way.
Get out of the way, I'm leaving.
Now watch this correction. He almost spun leaving the pits.
Yeah, Ryan Hunter-Reay just so, there's no way. There's no way. I just looked at Hunter-Reay. He got so sideways into turn one and onboard now with James Hinchcliffe. I mean, there's no grip whatsoever. So the people on the outside now, I don't see any way that they're going to make it in.
Ryan Hunter-Reay is really working that wheel.
Second lap, 223.564. Ooh, so close for an average. But the tracker is red up on the right.
Well, he's getting higher and higher.
Man, I thought he'd lost it.
Yeah, that's going to cost him probably quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah. He was way up there early on the exit of 2. No way, he did a nice job holding on to that race car.
And that's what we call a tank slapper.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Yep.
That was a nice save right there.
Boy, it was. Look at that.
And that's 220 miles an hour. Nicely done.
Oh, man, he's going for it.
Oh, inside now. Colton Hill.
No way. He's going to wreck them both. Oh, man, Colton Herta, Dixon in the wall.
That was very ambitious, and it just didn't pay off. Oh, my.
Wow. We're on board with Rossi. That's Colton Herta up ahead.
Below the white line on entry.
Yeah.
And he came. Oh, my God, that was close.
Wow, what a save. What a save from Rossi. I've never seen that.
Looks like Marco's going to be content to just sit in second. Now, their teammate, James Hinchcliffe, he had a moment a couple of laps ago. He's running back in 18th, and he's lucky to be running at all.
Oh, he's way too high here.
As you see up in the gray, and he's been driving that car very hard, pushing into the turn, past the limit of the car, almost hits the wall, comes over to the left, almost takes out his fellow Canadian, Alex Tagliani. You can see how high he is. He doesn't want to get off the gas because he knows he'll cost himself spots, but watch it, the steering wheel comes out from his hands. Woof. And while we're doing that, E.J. Vizo says, hey fellas, I want to lead. He goes around Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Finished third in the championship last year, and he went dirt tracking this week in a sprint car, and he went dirt tracking in an open wheel car here at 180 miles an hour, 170 yesterday.
And it's arguably the single biggest slide that's been saved in open wheel history on an oval. I mean, the fact that he saved that is just incredible. And I went and talked to him after that slide and asked him, how the heck did he do it? And he said, well, I'll be honest with you, I just let go of the steering wheel and let go of the pedals and let the car sort it out. And when I heard that, my eyes were just wide open. I could not believe the fact that the car saved itself.
The Belgian Grand Prix next Sunday morning at 7:30 Eastern here on NBCSN. Vettel's lead on Hamilton is 14 in the championship. And what a race we have here at Pocono as we go past the midpoint. And James Hinchcliffe trying to hang on, and somehow he does not hit the wall.
How did he not hit the wall? He was completely sideways. He got passed by the Foyt car, got up in the gray, and was sideways like a dirt car all the way around the corner at 190 miles an hour.
Now let's go back to what we saw with James Hinchcliffe on the top of this 3-wide battle.
Hinch gets caught up high in the gray. Light dust and marbles. I just can't believe he kept it off the wall. What a save. Here we go on board again. That's Munoz down low.
The in-car on the steering wheel. Look at that. He's completely hands over, crossed over. Crossed hands, they call that.
I've seen plenty of drivers give up at that point and just pull their hands back and take the hit. And Hinchcliffe, what a sweet move.